That was a really crappy spike, just so you know. Welcome to the Creative Crew Podcast, Episode 8. I am Rob Forte, that's Michelle. And wow, we're on 8 episodes already. You weren't here for the first couple, but...
Now I am.
Now you're here.
My microphone is kind of low this episode because I'm playing Pokemon Art Academy.
Goddamn Pokemon. Okay.
I just finished drawing Torchic.
So we got some cool stuff that we've done in this past week, haven't we?
Yeah.
Why don't you start us off, since I've been posting things on the channel.
Alright, well, I got some new stuff. As you can see, I'm playing Pokemon Art Academy, and I just got that today, so that's a new game. And it's very addicting. And then it basically just teaches you how to draw Pokemon. And then my other tablet decided to malfunction, so I got this new tablet. And it's a Bamboo Intuos, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Didn't you say that you're just going to get the wireless thing for it?
I did. But you need to, there's a battery, and you need to plug it into the USB to charge it. And I couldn't do that. So I was just like, okay, time for a new tablet. But I made a mistake in the name. Actually, it's not a Bamboo Intuos, it's a Wacom Intuos. Because the Intuos is completely separate from the Bamboo series.
Isn't the Intuos a step up from the Bamboos?
Probably. It was $80. It was on sale.
So that would be roughly about the upgrade from the Bamboo.
Yeah, it's just a small size. I mean, I got the last one.
You got the last one?
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty cool. So I've been pretty busy the past week.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of photography stuff, and I'm finally getting to edit some of my photos that I took a month ago. No one commissioned me to take these. I just took them for the school, so they really gave me no deadline. And to be honest, I kind of forgot about them. I'm going through them, and they're actually pretty cool, but it's band stuff. But what happened was, the reason I found these is because I took pictures at a wedding this Saturday, and I did senior pictures this morning, or a senior picture session this morning, which was pretty fun. Although I had to deal with the mom just being overly demanding.
Excited? Oh.
Well, that too. She was overly not demanding of me. You're like, I'll leave it to you. You know best. But she was really demanding of her child and just like asking too many questions. It's like, okay, just let me do my job, please. You're paying me to be here. Just let me do my job.
At least it wasn't like that one girl who took her pictures in Taco Bell.
What?
Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
No.
Yeah, she took her senior pictures in Taco Bell.
I got the person that I was talking to this morning. He was telling me that there was 2 people last year. One person went into the woods and took a selfie with a Dare shirt on, which is like the drug resistance and abuse program.
And a lot of people, I probably got too close to mic there, but a lot of people actually end up smoking in the woods behind the school.
In the woods.
In the woods behind the school.
I know.
People do it.
It's not our school though. Well, it wasn't our school that I took the pictures for.
Yeah, remember when I think you were out. We were outside for photography, and there was a beer can.
Oh. No, I think I split off with a couple other people at that point.
Yeah, we found a beer can, and we told the teacher, and she's like, well, that probably shouldn't be out there. So she opened it, and she poured it out.
That was a perfectly good beer. Wow. That in Wisconsin? That's blasphemy.
That reminds me. So Dan had a 16-year-old beer, I think,
Ugh.
and he like pocket dialed 911 one time, and they sent police to his house, and he had to explain to the policeman like, hey, you know, I just pocket dialed you guys, nothing's wrong, and I guess at some point the policeman found out about this 16-year-old beer, and then later that night we were at Walmart and we ran into the policeman, and he's like, did you guys drink that beer yet? And he's like, no. And he's like, alright, I want a recording of that.
Oh my god. What a police officer, what a guy. Seems like a pretty cool guy. He's like, I want a recording of you guys drinking that 16-year-old beer.
I'm drawing Meowth.
Oh, Meowth, what a guy. So, speaking of, I just completely lost my train of thought.
Speaking of what?
I lost my train of thought. It was going to talk about the school.
The woods.
No, I can't remember now. But anyway, I actually ended up using some techniques I used on you for our demo portraits.
Uh-huh.
I used some of that stuff. I'll actually, like, my camera's actually behind me. This is what I used today. My Nikon camera. I like it. The reason I had the flash on, which I don't need it on anymore, to help balance out the light with the sun, because for some points I was facing directly into it, and I wanted to use not make him darker than he needed to be. Like
a lens flare?
No, not a lens flare.
Were there any lens flares?
There might have. I'm putting them in right now.
That Photoshop lens flare.
I got a beef with that Photoshop lens flare. Let me tell you why. I think I told you about this. The one girl in photography that was like, let me get a picture of this this person drawing, actually pouring water into a cup, and it was just like
That's what I'm doing now.
No, that's soda, but close enough. Pouring water into a cup, and it was like in the sun, but you could tell right away it was the goddamn Photoshop lens flare.
Because it's so fake.
You can tell when a lens flare is fake and when it's not, or at least I can. You probably could too, Michelle, because you know the stupid Photoshop lens flares.
I've used it on my drawings before when I used Photoshop Elements.
Ew, why?
I don't know. I mean, I did download some pretty cool brushes though, so my backgrounds were like A+.
I really like that you can do that with Adobe stuff. You can just download presets.
I think you can do that with Sci, but it's like some really complicated way, and it's like, I don't know, I do want Photoshop back for like using it for backgrounds, because that would be really nice. I could put backgrounds on my art. I could actually use like nature backgrounds with like trees and stuff because of brushes.
Okay, so I have a question for you. Have you? I don't think you have, but has anyone that you know used like Kickstarter or anything to fund a project of theirs?
No, but I have donated things to Kickstarters.
Okay, so I got a bone to pick with a company that used Kickstarter to fund their game, and this company is Uber Entertainment. I put a video about this last week Friday. And what they did was they funded it off Kickstarter, and it came out fully a year ago, but it was in like early access for a while before that, and I had bought it during early access. I didn't back it on Kickstarter because it was off by the time that I wanted to back it, and I just like, okay. So I bought my early access stuff, and oh my god, the game was
smooth line art.
The game was plagued with bugs. Nice. The game was plagued with bugs, and just excuse me, they kept patching them and patching them. And like it got to actually a point where it was relatively playable, and
relatively.
And this was about probably about a week ago today. They released a patch in quotation marks for me, called Planetary Annihilation Titans. It is a paid patch.
Oh, I think I saw this.
And they removed the standard Planetary Annihilation from the market on Steam, but they added like the Titan super units, which were in the original Total Annihilation, and essentially they're making you pay again for the game that you were originally expecting that you were going to get. But everyone that backed it on Kickstarter gets it for free. Even if you bought it during early access, even if you bought it before it came out on the 18th, you still have to pay. And
that's dumb.
Even though it's heavily discounted, I still have to shell out $13 to pay what I was originally expecting it be. And the game I bought it was, I can't remember, it was maybe like $30. Now I'm spending an extra $13. I was expecting to get content with the original game that I was expecting to play. And I've heard some things from people that have been playing it, and apparently it's plagued with bugs too. So I pretty much just think that this is a huge money grab from that company.
Yeah, probably.
Have you ever experienced anything like that?
I mean, I backed a Kickstarter for the Homestuck video game, so I was a Homestuck, and I got like a $100 pack, I think, because it came with like stickers, a bag, keychains, pins, a shirt, all this stuff, and I really like the stuff I got. I got it in the mail. And then you get a soundtrack and the game once it releases, and it's supposed to come out this year, I think, but I don't know if it
Did it get pushed back?
I don't know if it actually came out or not, but I don't care. I mostly bought it for the physical items. I don't really care anymore. I'm not that into Homestuck anymore.
I guess that's alright enough. So what projects have you been working on? I already mentioned that I've been doing the photography.
I mean, I've just been working on my character website. Right now, my current focus is, now I have a new tablet, getting the buttons done. And basically what I have to do for those, I'm making drawings of all my characters on 300 by 300 canvases, and I'm doing my chibi style, so that has like...
Oh god, that is not a flattering picture.
So I'm doing like weighted lines, and it's like a comic book style, and I got quite a few done, but basically I put them on my website, so it has like a list of my characters and their respective groups, and then it just shows a picture of them, and depending on what character page you want to view, you click on their picture. It has their name under the picture too.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
I just got a new character.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I thought you said you weren't going to be buying anymore.
I know. I cut back a lot, and
that's like a drug addict saying that. They're like, I cut back, I swear.
Actually, though, I haven't bought a character in a long time.
Define a long time.
Like a month and a half.
Why do I have trouble believing you?
No, you should believe me. But I bought it because it was only $5.
It was It was only $5, everyone. It was only
And
$5.
it's a puppy with a galaxy.
What was it a good deal?
Yeah, I already drew her.
Okay.
She doesn't have a name yet.
Okay. That's pretty cool, I guess.
I guess.
I guess, yeah. So you know how we were having all those troubles last week?
Yes.
The troubles continued a little bit. At one point, the audio skipped.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I don't know what.
I was gonna tell you about it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I noticed that, and I was like,
I forgot.
I don't know why it skipped, because I like went back in the recording, just like undoing everything. I went all the way back to the beginning and started redoing like all the processing and all the record. I redid the recording, and then I redid all the processing. Because you can do like the edit, redo, whatever. And I decided, I was like, okay, I'm gonna redo this stuff and see what went wrong. And I redid the recording just like all the way back and just to the original. I have no clue what happened because the audio skipped in the original too.
Well, I guess it's not our fault.
Well, yeah, but I literally have no clue what happened. I'm going through the wedding pictures right now. I'm sorry. I'm being like you now. I'm working and not talking during the podcast.
No, I'm working too.
You're working on your 3DS. Okay.
Yeah, but look at how nice this Meowth is turning out.
And the things continue. All right. So we're coming up on the end here. It's been almost 18 minutes now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like that long.
It really doesn't. So we're actually going to be ending this right now. Be sure to follow us on our Twitter and Facebook, facebook.com/The Creative Crew and /Ideas Are Bulletproof Studios, as well as on Twitter at IAB Creative Crew. I'm Rob Forte. She's Michelle, and we'll see you next week.